Step into the dark, echoing chambers of Surtshellir, where the past whispers secrets of outlaws, mutilations, and the fearsome fire giant Surt. Let me guide you through this enigmatic labyrinth of history and myth. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and the faint whisper of ancient stories. A beam of weak light filters through the narrow opening, casting shadows on the jagged rocks. This is the Homedalia lava field in western Iceland's interior, where time seems to stand still. Around 930 AD, a massive volcanic eruption destroyed 90 square miles of the Borgarf Georgia region, leaving behind this spectacular lava field. However, deep within this lava field lies an even more mysterious place, Surtshellir. Surtshellir, named after the Norse fire giant Surt, meaning black, is a 2-mile-long cave system that includes the Surtshellir ascent. It has captivated people's attention since the 10th century. The cave not only preserves Viking-era stone structures, but also holds many unsolved mysteries. From bandit hideouts to human mutilations and rituals to appease the fire giant, Surtshellir's history is steeped in enigma. In the summer of 2001, the cave's first official exploration was warmer than ever. Warm weather caused extensive ice layers to melt, revealing hidden structures. About 300 feet deep, explorers discovered a massive defensive wall spanning the entire cave, 30 feet wide and 15 feet high. This wall, previously covered by snow, was exposed after the ice melted. This area of the cave, once shrouded in complete darkness, made the wall even more magnificent. This wall was built in the dark, towering far above people's heads, completely blocking the cave. It has no door and no ladder to climb. It is the largest stone structure from the Viking Age in Iceland. According to Smith, Olafsson, and McGovern's 2009 paper, Surtshellir in Western Iceland. A fortified outlaw refuge. The labor and effort required to build this wall indicate that it was a collective work of many people, possibly used to prevent intruders from entering. Deeper in the cave is a side passage known as the Bone Cave. This area once contained numerous bone fragments, but many have been taken by tourists during archaeological surveys. Further into the Bone Cave lies what may be the best preserved structure from the Viking era. This stone-enclosed area is shaped like a Viking longhouse or ship, 20 feet long, 10 to 15 feet wide, and 3 feet high. The exact purpose of this structure remains a mystery. It could be a residence, although evidence is lacking, a temporary shelter, a meeting place, or a religious ritual site. Adjacent to this structure is a pile of animal bones, which have been cut, smashed, and broken into small pieces. These bones show that the previous inhabitants had extracted every bit of marrow. While the cave may contain bones from 200 animals, most have been taken by tourists. Archaeological findings in the cave date human activity back to the 10th century, but the identity of these people remains uncertain. Despite the difficulty in verifying the accuracy of legends, Icelandic stories are filled with narratives of bandits and outlaws in caves, tales that have been passed down for nearly 1,000 years. The earliest record of Surtshellir comes from Iceland's Landnámabók, a manuscript that details the names, children, settlements, and farms of the settlers, along with brief stories about them, starting in the late 9th century. It mentions a group of 18 cave dwellers who were killed, but it does not specify the cave's name. This story parallels the legend of Surtshellir, which tells of 18 bandits living in the cave, pillaging farmers' livestock. In the 14th century Hardar saga, a bandit escapes to Surtshellir after a fight with farmers and hides there with 6 other bandits. In the Hellismanna saga, Surtshellir is identified as the base of a bandit gang that built defenses until they were defeated by a coalition of local chieftains. During the Republic of Iceland from the 10th to the 13th centuries, internal conflicts were frequent, with tribes fighting for power and control. Therefore, murder and injury were common. When someone broke the law, the usual punishment was a fine, exile, or being declared an outlaw. Being an outlaw meant permanent exile, loss of legal protection, and confiscation of property. The Landnamabok mentions several groups of outlaws hiding in caves. One theory suggests that Surtshellir might have been a site for pagan rituals. The Landnamabok mentions a man named Thorvald Hollowthroat who travelled 90 miles to Surtshellir to recite a poem about the fire giant in the cave. This reveals the religious beliefs of Icelanders at the time. The religion known today as Norse mythology was a complete system, including gods and powerful giants. The Norse not only feared and worshipped these powerful beings, but also tried to appease them. According to Norse mythology, giants created the world, but are also the destroyers in the final battle, Ragnarok. Surt, or Surtur, plays a crucial role in Ragnarok. He is the fire giant from the southern realm, who leads other giants to burn the world. In Ragnarok, Surt battles the god of fertility, Freyr, and they both perish. Early Icelanders who witnessed the Homedalia lava flow destroying multiple farms clearly saw the connection between volcanoes and fire giants. To prevent further eruptions, they may have sought to appease the fire giant in the cave. Thorvald's poem might have been a plea for the fire giant's forgiveness to avert disaster. In addition to Thorvald's poem, the cave may have been the site of more complex pagan rituals. Archaeologists found differently colored flint fragments in the soil of the structure, including red, yellow, white, beige, and green flint from different regions of Iceland. However, black obsidian from nearby areas was not found in the cave. Color held significant importance in ancient religious rituals. Did the cave users deliberately avoid using the color black, symbolizing Surt? Who brought these flints from distant parts of Iceland? Kevin Smith points out a critical question. Why did outlaws travel long distances to this specific cave? Interestingly, Surtshellir also contained the second largest number of beads found in Iceland. These beads were highly valuable, requiring significant time and resources to make. Once strung into necklaces or other ornaments, they might have had some exchange value. Why were so many different types of beads scattered in the cave? Were they used as some form of protection or offering? The types of animal bones and the seasons of their slaughter may also indicate ritual activities. Analysis shows that most slaughters occurred in late winter or early spring. Germans often held community events and celebrations during these seasons to honor gods, spirits, and ancestors. A crucial part of these events was animal sacrifice. Historically, various festivals were held in winter and spring when hay supplies were low, and animals were slaughtered as offerings to gods and giants, accompanied by community feasts. Bones found in the cave include those of animals considered important sacrifices in ancient times, particularly horse meat. Additionally, bones from healthy, young animals that had never done heavy labor were found. Interestingly, these animals were slaughtered at the peak of their lives. Archaeologists found few signs of long-term habitation in the cave, such as water collection points, latrines, widespread fire use, cooking tools, or sleeping areas. In the 13th century Islandinga saga, historian and chieftain Sturla Thordarson tells the story of his two cousins. One was Snorri Sturluson's illegitimate son, Orikja Snorrason, and the other was Sturla Sævatsson, also a chieftain. Orikja was involved in the murder of one of Sturla's friends, though the reason is uncertain. Regardless, Sturla Sævatsson captured Orikja and brought him to Surtshellir. Inside the cave, Sturla ordered a subordinate to gouge out one of Orikja's eyes and a testicle. This act of mutilation may have had religious significance. Odin, the chief of all gods, sacrificed one of his eyes to drink from the well of wisdom of the giant Mimir. In the poem Grimnismal, Odin refers to himself as castrated or emasculated. We can only speculate why Sturla chose to perform this act in Surtshellir and why he only removed one eye and one testicle. Castration is a form of emasculation, permanently destroying Orikja's masculinity and disqualifying him from higher office. But was it more symbolic? Did it have something to do with the fire giant inhabiting the cave? Despite Christianity existing in Iceland for about 200 years, Sturla clearly remembered the old traditions. Today, Surtshellir leaves us with more questions than answers. Why did the Vikings build that massive wall? Was it to protect outlaws, or to prevent people from entering pagan rituals banned by Christian lawmakers? Why were the nearest black obsidian flints not used in the cave? Why were so many precious beads from different countries found in the cave? Why were only the best quality animal bones brought into the cave? Were the beads and animals offerings to Freya for protection or to appease Surt? In Norse religion, gods and giants, Jotnar, controlled nature and dwelt in the wilderness. It is no wonder that Surtshellir was seen as a place of spirits, evil and misfortune. For centuries, locals avoided it entirely. Whether it was a hideout for bandits or a site for grand chieftain rituals, thanks to the research of Smith and Olafsson, the mysteries of Surtshellir are slowly being unveiled. In ancient beliefs, gods and giants were omnipresent, controlling the forces of nature, whether humans liked it or not. The story of Surtshellir reminds us that human interaction with nature is not just about survival, but is also filled with awe and reverence for the unknown. Every stone, bone, and flint in the cave tells an ancient story of power, betrayal, protection, and discovery. Surtshellir is not only a natural wonder, but also a symbol of spirit and culture. In modern Iceland, Surtshellir is no longer a place of fear. However, it still attracts historians, archaeologists, and explorers who seek to uncover the true veil of this mysterious cave. Each exploration brings new findings, but also new questions. These unsolved mysteries will continue to inspire us to uncover the truth of the past and explore the secrets hidden in the river of time. What do you think lies at the heart of Surtshellir's enduring mystery? Is it the fear of the fire giant, the legacy of outlaws, or something even deeper? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more immersive historical journeys.